Alright, I think it's back. That's so frustrating. Thought it had maybe been like one of my cords or something, but even my phone was disconnected, so I knew it was actually my internet. Sorry, I just I just went through a coughing fit. It was very unpleasant. I was like almost nonstop coughing while the stream was down too, so fun times. Alright. Looks like it's stable. I guess we will try again. I I can put out an announcement in the Discord, and then I can also put out a little announcement here. Oh, and what does that actually mean? I'm just I'm just glad it's doing this tonight and not tomorrow while I'm on the front page. Not that I want this to do this at all, but I guess it's better now. I've been fine all day, and then I go to stream, and it's like I can't fucking breathe. Did I figure out what's wrong? No, my internet just disconnected for 10 minutes or whatever. You said you sent me a friend request, Bailey?
I make exceptions for the exceptional. Coming up next.
Alright, as a drifter operator, we believe we're in the process of becoming a god or deity through apotheosis. If you remember... Sorry. If I stop talking in the middle of a sentence like that, it's because I've muted so that I can cough. I'd rather not cough in your ears. Oh, man. For whatever reason, talking makes this so much worse. I do apologize. Okay, so... You're thinking we're becoming a god or deity through apotheosis. If you remember right, we offered our light to the man in the wall. And the angels of the Zeramin, the leader of the Holdfast, says we changed. Oh, we drew power from a very different source. Do you even know just how brightly you shine? When talking about how they used to draw energy to sustain themselves from the void, but more they seem to be drawing it in through you. You're thinking Albrecht is creating factions that can believe in us, the Tenno, thus strengthening our powers through belief, and what better way than creating problems we can solve? How brightly you shine. You're saying we offered our light to the man in the wall, but what do you mean by light? Okay. Let me go trade. I already pulled the winner. Big Mac. Okay. You appreciate me? Hey, I appreciate you guys being able to hang out and watch. Congratulations again on winning. Something is either replacing what the man in the wall possibly took, maybe the void's conceptual embodiment or something else. Maybe our sense of soul is being replaced by the void's ability and strong belief we're creating in the factions. Some of these ideas come from different mangas and how gods are formed and reached. Yeah, I'm alright, Halo. I've just been dealing with this cough for the last 2 weeks. And today, while I'm sitting here, it's just particularly bad. It's been mostly just a dry cough. But sitting here, it's kind of mutated a little, and it's really annoying, and it hurts a lot when I go to cough, so... But it's only been 2 weeks, and I don't have any other symptoms. I mean, I have my regular stuff, so I'm tired and all of that. But I only had a slight fever 1 day last week, and that's it, so... I have no idea what's causing this or how to fix it. I've tried taking a couple of spoonfuls of honey. I've had some warm oatmeal a couple of times. I've been trying to drink a bunch of water. I didn't get sick, Allie, though. That's the thing. It's been just a cough. I never got sick in this whole time. So I don't know. I mean, I did drink some tap water recently, so I don't know if, like, maybe I got something from the tap water. I don't know if it was because a couple of the medications that I've been put on. So I'm off of those right now just to make sure it wasn't one of them. I don't know. I don't know when it's... I mean, I've been having some acid reflux, so I don't know if maybe that burned my throat somehow. A tomato is a fruit, technically. Technically, a vegetable doesn't really exist. It's like more a category than a specific thing. Like, fruits and vegetables don't refer to the same types of groups of food, if that makes sense. I've already tried that a few times today, Big Mac. Well, it's because a vegetable, I was listening to something recently, so maybe I misunderstood, but from what they were explaining, a vegetable isn't a scientific category. So, a lot of things get clumped under vegetable, but they're actually part of like another category. Oh, you didn't know that was a thing, Glengor? Blackberries aren't actually berries? Ooh, I didn't know that one. I know strawberries aren't actually berries. But by definition, a banana could be a berry. Because berries are supposed to have seeds on the inside. Strawberries do not. What we think of as the seed on the strawberry isn't actually the seed. And what we think is the fruit part, like the berry part, is actually just referred to as a fleshy receptacle. Marie's so pretty. Thank you. I tried really hard with her. This is actually very much my aesthetic. And to be honest, when I lost a lot of weight, I'm actually fairly similar. Even in face to her as well. Not exactly, obviously, but I would say same ballpark. A high tier Marie? Absolutely. She's a fancy rogue. She's like a former rogue that decided to work for the castle instead. 10 out of 10. Would date again. Are you already trying to date her in game, Halo? That hair color is amazing. Thank you! I've actually done this with my hair in real life, so that's why I went with this color scheme. Trying, you're funny, I'm a fast worker. No, I'm sorry, I don't have an extra. Good color taste? Thank you. Ooh, pretty. I like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. That looks really good, Big Mac. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about, like, the chess piece. But other than that, like, this is definitely at least a 9 out of 10. Absolutely love how well the Signa works with many frames. Yes. How many focus schools do you have left to rank? Oh, a few, actually. For base rank, I have them all, but for the new stuff, Nariman is completely done, but a few of the others need a bit more work. Order 15. Vazarin needs some love? Why do you say that? I still have a bunch of shards, but... So that still needs 400. Mouser needs some love. Outside of some okay support, doesn't offer much, and use Madurai most of the time. You only need some focus for Vazarin. You're done with the rest. Vazarin ultimate can revive teammates despite revive restrictions like arbitration and debark media. Hmm. That itself 600. So I need another 375. Two. 360 I don't think is enough. Oh, it's too much technically. Okay. Paying attention. Now that one's done, Naramon's done. The only problem is Zenuric. I don't have the 5 million. For the Enorio. Did all of those. Missing the rest for that. So maybe we'll make Adorai the new active. Naru can earn passively. And then Vazarin should have enough. That even if I went to go buy whatever the Vazarin thing is, I don't think I have enough to be able to do that right now. Good night, Flangor. Hey, no worries, Kill.
One must make the best.
I'm glad you feel that way, Rita Cody.
We should invite Monsieur Lloyd and the Caviar for Solstice celebrations, Leon. I think it would be quite wonderful, no?
You are right. I believe they might enjoy it.
Well, if you're asking my opinion, I would rather put a blade in my thigh.
No one was.
Soul has blessed our path to bring us here. Together, we shall see this task complete.
Don't have anywhere near enough.
Farewell. So long, then. We should invite Monsieur Lloyd and the Caviar for Solstice celebrations, Leon. I think it would be quite wonderful, no?
You are right.
Well, if you're asking my opinion, I would rather put a blade in my thigh.
Speaking of, I'm actually behind on some of their conversations. I found myself having a conversation with the guitar the other day. Not a huge fan personally. Lizzie, how'd that go? Better than I would have thought. I rather liked her. Besides, since she and Eleanor seem to always be laughing at jokes no one else can hear, I figured I'd ought to introduce myself properly. She has a lot of useful insights, and Flair is lovely. Honestly, that whole pack in the bar is a breath of fresh air. Well, verbally. Round about the shards. Thank you so much, is appreciated. You should only need to get the weapon now. Nice. Yeah, getting the weapon actually expands the expands the focus school though. God, my knees have been so uncomfortable for the last few days. What insights did she have? Fascinating ones regarding how many times the year has looped, how many times I may or may not have forgotten years past, how she lives outside of time, and how we do not. And before you say anything, no, I don't want to know. It isn't my right to know. I guess I just want to say whether you have or not, it's okay. I won't hold it against you. The situation we're in, it isn't normal. We weren't meant for things like this. Humans, I mean. There aren't guidebooks for this. Whatever you choose to do, I trust you to have good reasons to do it. I trust you with my life, and nothing is going to change that, even if I forget it for a little while. Before you came here, I don't think I could have accepted that. I would have been too afraid to lose some part of myself. I would have clung to it like a desperate man clinging to a raft at sea. But maybe I've been in this loop enough times now, or maybe it's just you, I don't know. This happiness you've given me now, this peace, is worth more in the moment than knowing it might last forever. If there's one thing in life you learn as a soldier, it's that everything is fleeting. Here 1 second, gone the next. I guess I've just come to accept that once and for all. So whether our time together ends because you punch the floor and I forget everything, or because the indifference catches you off guard someday, I'm going to enjoy this moment that I have, here and now, because that's what I've got, and that's what I know I can be sure of. Nothing personal, and mostly I keep screwing up trying to date your sister. Thanks, Arthur, that means more to me than I can think I really can express. Wish I had your kind of level-headedness sometimes. I even tried to go like really mild with dinner tonight. No cheese, I've had no dairy at all. I just don't know why I keep coughing. Whew. It's more because I know I functionally have no choice but to keep a stiff upper lip. Such is the Britannic way. Like the old saying goes, keep composed and continue forward. I think it's time for a drink, shall we? To there. Need to bounce some ideas off you. Thinking about Friends Night. Fiends Night. Haven't dressed up for it in years, and I was leafing through one of Amir's comics and suddenly thought, hold on, I could be the Contessa. I have the fangs for it and everything, but is that too obvious? Should I be Dandy Damage? Who's Dandy Damage? You can always dress up as the Lotus if you want to confuse people. You're gonna have to tell me what Fiends Night is. I forget you're an innocent abroad sometimes. Fiends Night celebrates the fading of soul's influence on the world, which does not make a lot of sense on the face of it. Why celebrate the rising dark? Why rejoice a lawlessness and anarchy? I think it's like an inoculation, maybe. A bit of a thing we fear to strengthen us. Or maybe it's just an excuse to put on the devil's mask and raise hell. Dressing up in costumes, partying in a war zone, do you really think it's going to happen? Sounds a lot like Navarus. I like to dress up for that too. Probably feeling silly, childish, aren't I? What am I thinking? I don't need to dress up, do I? I'm already a monster, forever and ever. Real monsters don't care for people the way you do. I know you're scared of what you might become, but that's not you now, so dress up, have fun. Boyd knows the Hex could use some. Friend, I have a confession. Uh-oh. Hear me out. When you came here, I knew you were going to be trouble. A new impossible problem to add to our growing pile of mierda to deal with. Then things went from bad to worse, from shit to more shit, as the nightmare grew darker, and anyone with half a brain would have run back to the future. But you didn't. You stayed for some stupid reason. You stayed with us and you fought and you helped and you put ourselves back together. Ailua Salvame. I still do not know why. You had no reason to stay for strangers. I've seen the face of Zipe Totek, and I've run to the farthest corner and prayed it did not wear mine next. But you did stay, and for me I find a dear friend I never would have expected. One I did not know how I survived without. With you around, we are not fantasmas. Without you, we'd be lost and adrift, sleepwalking through our deaths again and again, meaningless and empty at the edge of Mklang. But you showed me why it doesn't matter, because it's the company we keep, not our destination. It is the trust, the love, and the kindness we share, and it's all thanks to you. I hate all this sappy feely shit. It drives me crazy. I'm so bad at it, so I'm going to wrap this up. Join, sweet lady. Dozed off again. I should hydrate again. Trying like really hard not to cough. Don't get used to it. I'll still kick your ass. Point is, I've gotten used to having you underfoot, like having you around. Your friendship is so valuable to me, and I rely on you in ways I don't rely on anyone else. I trust you, and that is not something I do lightly. Here's to us, my friend, and here is to the future, filled with phantasmas and endless futures and gods and demons as they may be. We have each other, and that is plenty good enough. I always find it so heartless that Letty thinks of Wally as Zipe Totek. You find it so interesting. I don't know what that refers to. Hey, future, you around? Got something important to say. What's up? Lee. You know, I've been thinking a lot about us and the time we've had since you got here and helping me make a game about vampires. You helped me start making Hexionery. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my infested and I don't want to talk about what it actually looks like now heart for being the best friend a silly guy like me could ever possibly have. You're the most annoying thing I've ever met in my life. What the hell? Aztec god of agriculture, deadly warfare, and the earth. What do you say to some pizza, beer, and a couple of rounds of Ollie Crash Course in the world of the Immortal Quincy? Come on, fam-a-lam. Ruler of the East. And a life, death, and rebirth entity. I mean, that does kind of sound like Wally. What's up between you and Kaya? How do you feel about Flair? Doesn't like me very much. He's also called the Flayed One. Interesting. Does it bother you? Sure, but it's fine. I'm not gonna freak out about it or anything. It's her right. She's going through a lot. Like, a lot. Being a teenager sucks enough. Piling on everything else, you know? I didn't know who I was at that age. No clue. Totally lost. And all I was trying to be is who I thought other people wanted me to be. And it had, on top of that, everything that's happened to her and the end of the world. If she doesn't want to like me, that's totally fine. I'll be I'll be here for her if she ever wants to find a friend or if she needs me, and if she doesn't, that's fine too. Hello, Cayenne. Memory serves, which it might not because it's 2 a.m. He's flayed his own skin to give food to humanity and cause germination of crops. Considered by the Aztecs to be the inventor of war. I don't know, I think my game's broken, Cayenne. That was the last thing Roth was saying as I was coming back to my back room, so. Sometimes you can only wait for people to be ready for you. Sometimes you try to force people into friendships or be ready for something that they're not because you're gonna cause problems. She needs space. Figuratively, maybe she'll heal enough someday. Maybe she won't, and that's okay too. Did our best, and sometimes it's gotta be enough. Never ever drink the shit Amir makes. Fuck me sideways. And he drinks that to calm down. Gotta go for a run around the block. No wonder he never sits still. Fuck. That's because he's probably ADHD, so whatever works different for him. Cry, harrow, and let slip the phrase of war. They made sacrifices to Sipitotec by flaying people and cutting out their hearts. A lot of representation show him with a stitched up wound in his chest. Also the god of a bunch of other things that you can't remember. You think certain men has something to do with the seasons. Wondering how long it takes to reach the romance with Devil's Triad. Been stuck at Trusted for 4 days now. I don't know. I mean, Halo says he's already been romancing Marie, so. Really hope someone recognizes that and how original line you adapted it from. I don't know. How do we not talk about what's going on? Are you settling in? What do you think of the rest of the proto-frame so far? What adorable, lovely freaks, the lot of them. I could sit around and watch them all for days, which is good, seeing as that's all I have to do. I can't wait to work them all into my music. I wonder if I could teach them to play. I know Allie would join you in a heartbeat. She's the absolute best. Oh, Void, I'm picturing them all in a band. I think I'm gonna die laughing. What an adorable image. But it's all a pipe dream. I'm a duet now. Soon to be a solo if she gets her way. Am I supposed to just keep ignoring this? Okay, Flare, you're scaring me. I'm sorry, I can't control it. How it happens when she... It's like a multiple personality thing. If only it were that simple. No space traveler. That's Lizzie. She's my guitar. And she wants to consume what's left of my soul. Whenever it's typed like that, it looks like my name. Nova. I go by Nova online. Okay, Nova then. Okay, thanks. Just don't call me Kaya on the internet. You can call me that in person, but here, Nova, okay? Okay, we can ask why. Got it. Nova, Nova, right. I wanted to ask if there's anything I can do to make you comfortable here. Can I ask why? Did you ask anyone else if they had a nickname they liked? Just get with it. I know none of us really asked to be here in this makeshift home, but we're doing our best. Comfortable. No one has spread any rumors about me, have they? Arthur and Eleanor definitely see you as a little sister who is way smarter than them. Amir and Quincy cannot get over your wormhole, and I swear when you aren't looking, they jump through it. Aoi and Lenny can't seem to decide if they want to be your best friend or your mother. And of course me, I'm happy someone wants to understand how the hell I ended up here. You can punch on Holis's feet. He does actually like me. We're just waiting for you to feel comfortable around us. How could we not? Hey Minerva, what's your favorite color? Minerva, can I ask you about Rusalka? Can I ask you about you and Bellamere? Seeing as our dear Velamir already gave away all of our classified information, sure, why not? You heard the story of how we adopted her. Velamir told you how Nessie wanted to join this religious fanatic cult masquerading as a mercenary outfit, and I said no. How he said yes, and off she went. What he probably didn't tell you is the fact that I had just come back from a year-long Black Ops intel operation investigating Skaldra. I didn't just have a suspicion about them. I had facts, binders and stacks of floppy disks of facts. They're bought and sold for by some of the biggest corporations in the world. One whose corruption and greed run deep. We're talking remake the world into our oligarch dystopia where us peasants have to live to serve them and rake the fields and kiss their golden feet. You can imagine a hell like that. Let's say I have experience. Did you tell Velamir of any of this? Did you tell Rusalka any of this? Couldn't. Classified. And I mean classified. They'd want names, dates, photographs, hard proof. Just telling them this was going on wouldn't be good enough. And worse yet, if I told them who in each government structure was being bought and sold, they'd want to put a stop to it. They'd want to fix it, to be the hero. Nothing wrong with being the hero. There is when it gets you killed. Look what happened to Nessie. She's dead. I don't know if she's dead. I know what she's not. She's not here. She's not safe. She's not herself. Look, Drifter. When you have a relationship with someone who works in this kind of industry, you need to trust the other person with more than your life. You need to know that when they say, do this and don't ask why and don't ask details, just know everything depends on it. And I can't tell you any more than that. They mean it. Fact of the matter is, when I told Velamir and Nessie, not Skaldra, not them, anyone but them, because of who is paying for them, I understood why Nessie said that wasn't good enough. I wouldn't have been good enough for me to hear at her age either. But Velamir, that was a stab in the back. One that I couldn't forgive lightly. And now knowing what it cost our little girl, I can't tell if it'd be worse if she were just dead. But her mind, her soul, are worse. I wish I could make some kind of promise about finding her or saving her, but I can't and I won't. Like I said, there's no knowing what's happened, but there's hope. Good, and that means I owe you an apology for how I've been treating you. You've got a soldier's head on your shoulders, and I shouldn't have dismissed that outright. ease off the verbal toxic spores. Apology accepted. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go find that useless melted snowman before he's too drunk to drag back to his bunk, or he starts shouting at the TVs again. That is not dead, but can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die? H.P. Lovecraft phrase. That one was probably a little too on the nose. Tell me, Wolf, of this one called Wisp, whose corrupted blood flows within me, who has given me this gift of flight, and whose soul I feel in the shadows of the night so closely next to mine own. If the discussion of souls does not trouble you, I understand if it shall, and we can curtail it to more practical things. I do not wish to make you uncomfortable. It's alright, we can talk about souls. We don't know very much about the people who are turned into the original frames, I'm afraid. Ramant? For I feel as though I know her, as if she were my own sister, and one of my own blood, not one of the cathedral. I do not hear her, not the way Leon hears the gods and his patron spirits. I do not see her. I simply feel her here. Feel her there, beside me. Like an old friend, perhaps. I know what she liked. I know how she moved. I remember the sound of her laughter on the wind. I must sound quite mad to you. Forgive me. Warframes were not made in the kindest ways. I just hope she's not trapped inside the infestation. I think that whoever Wisp was, she'd be happy to know you. I hope their souls have been able to move on and be at rest. But I think part of their memories remains. Not at all. I believe some part of the people who are turned into Warframes remains within their core schematics. If what I feel is the truth, and I pray that it is, then none. I do not think she is trapped. From her, I only feel the warmth of soul's smile upon me. The Cardinal was wise, I think, in his choice. I am honored to carry her in my veins. He's a liar, Marie. He abandons and hurts everyone in his life. He's already abandoned you, don't you see? We have to stick with Entrati. I think we have to just follow where he goes. He's our only chance of stopping the indifference. There's a lot I could argue with him about, but I will say he seems to have good instinct about who to give which proto-frame serum, even if I don't know why he does it. I wish you wouldn't trust Entrati as much as you do. We don't know why he chooses to do what he does. His motives are unclear. We've been blessed by Le Cardinal, but I know I am near to singular in my love for him, for it is not sullied by sorrow, hatred, or resentment. I forgive him for leaving us. I do not think anyone else does. He hurt and abandoned a lot of people. You're right. I think he feels like he had to. It's hard. Sorry. My chest is like killing me. I am sorry if my voice sounds super strained. It's hard when someone who means that much to you, who you love and rely on, goes away, especially if you don't know why or if they'll come back. He came to Deviri a long time ago. He leaves nothing but pain, death, and abandonment in his wake. In my faith, we know of those who walk the roads of life and find themselves in the crossroads where Lua and soul meet. Like Cardinal must find his way back to us. We can only do what we can to help him when he calls, and do as we are bid by those who are blessed as he. Hello, Makaru. How are you? You're leaving Warframe now, Killaday? Okay. I just wish we can get everyone around and try to stop blaming themselves and each other for what's happened. Don't know if I've ever called him blessed. It'd be a lot easier to forgive Andrade for his misdeeds if I could understand them. I'll do what he needs me to do to solve this problem, and then I'll judge him when all is said and done. And we might continue to agree to disagree, I think. Ah, Leon is calling me. Oh, I can talk to Leon now. Greetings, Drifter. It has come to my attention that you wish to speak to me. Pleasure to talk to you. Did Marie finally convince you I wasn't going to be a threat? Hello, Leon. I honestly didn't think you'd be convinced. I'm glad you changed your mind. You may wish you were not so eager to do so in the end, but very well, you are welcome. I've gathered from the others that you have matters we should discuss. Is there anything I can help you with? Perhaps in time, but we have only just begun our discourse. I have merely come here to tell you I have succumbed to Marie's insistence that you can be trusted insofar as conversation is involved. And seeing as we are now partnered in this endeavor that Roth is hell-bent upon pursuing, it seems only prudent that we become properly acquainted. This seems to be the means by which you prefer to do so. Therefore, here I am. I feel like I've already started this off wrong somehow. Is there another way that you'd prefer? No, this is acceptable. Indeed, it allows me the time to fashion my thoughts the way I like. I can see why this device holds appeal. However, I fear I did not come here to spend much time typing, which will no doubt disappoint you. I merely wish to inform you of my surrender. Once again, simply say thank you. Marie is more dangerous than she looks, isn't she? You have only begun to suspect how deep the waters run. Oh, did you get to this today? Yeah, I've had to take a couple of days off, so I'm a little bit behind on conversations, and I'm very behind on the Hex and all of the others. I'm like just barely starting to get into all of them. I do like the KIM system in terms of the lore, but I just was staying away from it for a while for some of the romance things being kind of icky to me. It's still weird. I don't really care for that. Okay. I'm gonna take a couple more sips of water and I should be able to make it through this. Oh man. You didn't do top until the weekend. You still think it was the right decision because you avoided the bugs? Sure, yeah. But yeah, I've just been behind. I took a couple of days off, and I really don't play games unless I'm streaming them, like especially Warframe. Like, I spend so much time streaming Warframe, it seems kind of silly to play off stream at this point. So I haven't done any of the conversations unless I'm streaming, and I've had to take a couple of days off, either due to some of whatever this sickness is, or the fact that I got too tired recently and didn't come home from Joe's house because I didn't feel comfortable driving. I've been extra careful about not driving while tired because I bumped the median on the highway one time, and it's kind of scared me to even be remotely tired before I get behind the wheel, because I have a tendency, even when I'm here streaming, and this has only been the last like 3 years or so, to like blink out. Even when I don't feel like I'm tired, I'll just like kind of lose consciousness a little bit. And that makes me really nervous that if I'm even a little bit tired to drive. Usually I can take like a quick nap and then it mostly goes away, but it's yeah, I've just been like extra cautious. And when I had to drive home, it was like a farther distance before. It was definitely harder. I don't live like super duper far from Joe's house now, but it's still far enough. You know, I still have to get on the highway to get home. And it just makes me really nervous. You know, the day I hit the median, or bumped the median, was the same day that I found out my dad wasn't going to live much longer, so I think I was just already exhausted, but I didn't feel tired at all when I got behind the wheel. So, I've just been nervous since then. Like, I shouldn't have tried driving home that night, but yeah. Good strat since you do actually want to make it home. Exactly. But yeah, there's been a couple of times. And I knew I was in that mindset when I was at Joe's because I couldn't even fully come out of my nap to like sit up in the bed. I was kind of just in and out of consciousness, having a hard time even staying awake or lucid or up. So himself is questionable. Yeah, that was super disappointing how much of the garbage person Gaiman turned out to be. Always good to take care of yourself. Hold on. I am so sick of this cough. I'm so done. I don't know how to get rid of it, but I'm so sick of it. Thankfully, it's not the type of cough that's been super deep in my lungs, but it has been while I've been sitting here. I don't understand. I stopped taking the new medications just in case it's one of the two of those, but I'm so miserable. I'm so sorry. It's been 2 weeks of this, Cayenne. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And it just won't stop. And it's been mostly a dry cough. Today it's been a little bit productive, but it's mostly just been a dry cough. And it's just kind of sometimes, like, I feel like I can breathe fine. I'm not wheezing or anything. A lot of the times it just feels like I can't talk all of a sudden, like there's something caught. Like there's something blocking me being able to speak. A couple of times it does that when I go to breathe. But it's just been 2 weeks of this and I don't understand because I didn't get sick. There's nothing else that's going on with me. I had a slight fever one day last week, but that's it. No congestion, no stuffy nose. Like nothing else. I had like I said, I had one day last week where I had a low-grade fever. It was a 100.1. Took a dose of Dayquil, and it went away. I could feel the ache in my joints. The moment that happens, I know I have a fever. Whenever I can feel, like I can literally feel the inside of my hips when that happens, and that was what I was feeling, was the ache in my joints, and I'm like, oh no. But like, that's it. Just one day of that. And the rest of it's just been coughing. And then sometimes I'll be fine for a few hours. But while I'm sitting here, it's just been on and off. I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know what that is, Malchior. I'm assuming spicy cocaine is also really bad, but I don't know what is. When I see that, I just read son of a bitch, so like, I don't know what else that means. But I've had some honey, I've had some warm oatmeal, nothing with dairy. Sob is a cry. Oh. I don't think a cry is gonna do anything. Who knows? I feel like I've tried everything. And it's also making it so I'm sleeping like crap too. I'm good, cheese nuts. How are you? Nice tracer throw. I know, I feel like I've been drinking like nonstop. Had a couple of hot showers. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of gunk or anything in my lungs either. It's just occasionally when I go to speak or certain movements in breathing. Usually when I'm sick, like, there's more of an issue, but it's just not like that right now. It just keeps blocking. It feels like it's high up in my chest, not deep in my lungs, which is a good thing because the deep in the lungs one wears my body out way faster. Spicy food before a cry. Spicy food's just gonna make me go on a full-blown coughing fit. That's terrible, kitty. Alright. Why are you spending so much time with the cavia? Stay away from the cavia, Roth. It makes me nervous. Why are you spending so much time with the cavia, Roth? I find them some of the most unequivocally sad, empathetic creatures I have ever met in all of the void-damned origin system. Lab animals, Albrecht. You threw animals into the damn void, and then when they came out yabbering in your made-up children's tongue, you told your butler to euthanize them? Always leaving everyone else to do his dirty work. But I digress. You're asking me about why I sit and talk to them, especially the bird. It is simple, but I think I would like you to guess. I want to see if you can work it out. He doesn't know who you are. Bird 3 loves everyone. You surround yourself with people that make you feel smart. He has a keen observation on people around him. He's easy to manipulate. He does, and his observations are quite useful, but nothing I could have not reached myself within a few moments of my own. What you are saying is in a slightly kinder and more roundabout way is that you believe I'm using the large bird for my own ends. Is that it? No, but you are not alone in your opinion of me. Not alone in the slightest. My keyboard's misbehaving. Excuse me, I will unplug it and bend it over my knee. Ali says to bring her water. Sure, we'll go with that. No, milk. Milk is good too. Ali. Joe's my boyfriend and has been my best friend for a really long time, but he's my boyfriend, and they're saying that because, he can create lubricant. If you get my drift. No. No, Allie. When we surround yourself with others who make you feel smart, just so I could get across how I felt about Ruth. I have a feeling it's more along the lines of they are outside of the hierarchy of things. But don't know.
The
You
losses
do the
were
talking.
absurd. Many refused the data outright and deemed them errors, or lies, or Cephalon conspiracies, raised and glutted on Orokin subterfuge. It was easy for them to reject the truth now. From that moment forth, they lived in a fantasy engineered for their comfort. We were winning. The sentients were in retreat. All who thought otherwise were traitors. Many of the sentients evolved between encounters, so we could never be sure that we would face the same foe twice. But others remained in consistent form, as if they had reached some plateau long ago. Perfected killers. They brought the same cold horror that a shark does. It was insanity. How could I strategize around the behavior of sentient crab ships when no sooner had my tactics been perfected than the crab ships were replaced by worm ships? And how long before those worm ships were themselves replaced by some new monstrosity? All we could do was go backward. Progress had been fatal. Old traditions, time-hallowed paths of honor and discipline were owed their due.
I think it's because Bird doesn't judge him. We haven't done this him yet, though. Ruth needs a bit of humility, in my opinion. No, I don't. I'm just better than everyone. Humility is just false debasement. I'd say prove it, but I know better. Okay, so I have... Okay, so now is the start of a sponsored segment. This is sponsored by A24. It's going to be for Marty Supreme. which is a movie that's coming out. It's going to be in theaters everywhere Christmas Day. But tickets are on sale now. It's written and directed by Josh Savdi. Uncut Gems, Good Time. And then it has Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler the Creator, Odessa Azion. I think I'm pronouncing that one right. It's a bold and electrifying performance by Timothy Chalamet that marks the arrival of a cinematic icon in his defining role. A wild, fun, and entertaining ride, unlike anything else you'll see. A high-stakes thrill ride, bending action, comedy, drama, and romance. Lots of words. But yeah. It's intense, action-packed, high-stakes plot. Apparently there's some sort of orange blimp and Marty Supreme jacket drop. Which I will bring up. And then very soon we will also watch the trailer. Releasing on Christmas is a bold move. They must be confident in it. Yeah. But, so... can also watch the trailer.
I have a purpose.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do you make money? I have a purpose.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
Do you have a job?
No.
Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Maybe it should.
There's no turning back.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you.
You wanna go hustling again?
Put your money where your mouth is.
176, 177, 178. The mouse is back, baby, yeah! Welcome to your life.
Mari.
I can't support your mother for
You're not gonna have to. Because I'm gonna step up.
Step up
I'm gonna
how?
step up in a way you can't even imagine.
Marty, I'm gonna make you an offer.
I gotta do it completely on my own.
It's every man for himself where I come from. That's just how I grew up.
Hey, what are you doing?
I don't think you understand the stakes here. You find that funny?
I get nervous laughter sometimes.
My eyes broke, or is that mouse, baby?
Thank you so much. You're my pop. We believe in you.
Hey, I'll rip that unibrow right off his forehead!
You wanna get physical? Like an 8?
Come on, he's right here!
Have you ever thought about what you're doing to me?
Give us our money! When they do, I'll be right behind you. Everybody wants to
And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
You think it's that simple?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody wants to this is my part, this is my part!
Okay. So that was the trailer. Sorry, I'm just putting it back at the beginning because I might do show it again. I made a movie about ping pong look interesting. That's what I mean. But yeah, so sponsored. I'll probably show it off again in a little bit. But yeah. Good morning, City. How are you? I think you missed the sponsor segment. No, it's right now. There should be like a little overlay over everything. So the sponsor is a movie called Marty Supreme. It stars Timothy Chalamet, has Gwyneth Paltrow and a few others in it, and it's about ping pong. But it's not just about ping pong. It seems like it's gonna be pretty intense. A lot of action, high stakes, that kind of thing. Single term at the trailer. Well, I mean, I can play it again. 18th mission for the new evolved chess 6 months. When you saw it was about ping pong, you did not expect the rest of it. Yeah. But, I mean, it seems like there's probably going to be a lot of betting and stuff like that involved. And the moment you involve money in anything, it can get dangerous. So I have a feeling that's probably the route they're going to go from. But it does say in my little suggested talking points line, that it's a high-stakes thrill ride blending action, comedy, drama, and romance. So, yeah. Well, it just says for me to mention the Zoom call promo video, but I don't know what that is, so I have to look it up. Oh, it's literally what you think it is. It's a bunch of the cast members and stuff getting on Zoom to chit-chat. The challenge says do a Coda fight in the stadium and don't get hit by any of the stage attacks. Ooh. That's tricky. Can't you... I wonder if that would count being in, like, Noko's third or something like that. Hold on a second, people. Sorry about that, people. Christmas present time. Yeah, I might move over to that. The only problem is Joe is the only one I have left. I've been planning for days, but this is the only one I have left, and I'm afraid to kind of start it on stream just because he might find out.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them.
Titanium.
At your peril.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
I don't want to keep clearing my throat and all of your ears. The problem with the laser. Would Ivara work? Do the lasers affect her when she's invisible?
The enemy are using a void key and a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal. Destroy the key and the device.
How do you feel about it, Zarin?
The portal only allows travel in one direction. Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
I must do this! Forgive me!
You're only being forced to marry someone because like 7 out of 10. Forced to marry? Reach marriage in the damn quest. What the hell are you talking about? Rating is right though. You think it's good, not the best course in Warframe. I have no idea what you're talking about though.
It is the will!
Like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I played the quest.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
More bugs! More shiny bugs!
Quick, pick up the key. You got the key. Now get back to the portal.
Death can be a savior!
You do not want to be on
It may have reminded you of that, but you're not. That's not what that is. It's a peace bond. But I do understand why it seems like that, because I did think that briefly. But That's not what
Objective
happened.
complete. The Void Key and Torsion Beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. All your objectives are complete. Proceed to extraction now.
It is done, Tenno.
Yeah, I thought it was more of like a friend bond, species bond thing, not a marriage. No, that's not what it is. That's why he said it jokingly, because of the situation with all the pretty things around that gift. It's too perfect. If there were alternate motives by DE, you wouldn't be surprised. I can get the name for you. Goof and Smirts. Very nice freaking person. So it's the Tenocon Syandana, which means unfortunately you cannot get it. I don't know if they're ever going to make it so that you can get like previous Tenocon stuff. But you can also have it void swept. May do a kind of remake of it like they did the backpack. Yeah. It is very pretty, Allie. Thank you, Edric. No insignia. I thought about it, but I don't know. I knew what you meant. None of them looked quite right. I mean, I don't even have attachments on her. That one's not bad. That one doesn't look right. That one doesn't fit the vibe. Like, a lot of them just don't fit, or because she has a human-shaped head, they're just kind of extremely large. That one's not bad. This is the only one I actually considered between this one and the Tomoe. Here's the last note on the quest without much spoilers. You think that Uriel is what we ended up with? Literally fallen angel, or that guy's word, devils. Actually good tie into the imagery of what we are. What? You want pets? Naya's a good girl, huh? Is Uriel hard to farm? What's the review from our devil frame? I wouldn't say he's particularly hard. He has a pity system. You can get all of his blueprints except for like his main blueprint from Roth. So if you go to the navigation screen, you can hop down to Deimos and go into the Sanctum Atomica, and it's on that screen. So you can either get the blueprints from him with the pity system, or you can just keep fighting him in the Descendia. So once you do the Descendia top to bottom once, so you'll start on floor 0 technically, but you'll start on floor 1 and go all the way down to 21. You can stop and restart at the most recent other protoframe. Pardon me. The most recent other protoframe. But once you make it all the way down once for the week, then you can just keep fighting Roth over and over again. That works for both the regular and the steel path. You'll just have to complete it once. The blueprints drop from both, so you're better off just going into the normal path and just fighting him over and over again, to get the drops. It was literally just a boss fight, and it's a very short boss fight at that. Refreshes each week. New week is just this tower. Yep. So it'll refresh the stuff on the sides. There's also different effects on certain floors, and it'll rearrange like what you actually do on the floors. But it'll refresh all the rewards, and you'll have to start back at floor 1 once for the week. Hope it's not help to solo then. Just put it on pub. Just go with a public squad. Everybody seems to be pretty on point. It's also not terrible to do with a smaller party, but yeah. And the Roth fight is pretty quick. It's not like that here, Zarin. I've been in a couple of pub missions already, and it's not too bad. It's been like me, Joe, and 2 others quite often.
Air.7 says Roth of bread.
Roth of bread. Once you get the blueprints, Zarin, the resources needed to craft those blueprints comes from the Parita Rebellion. Which right now has a bonus of giving these Marks of Valiance, which is the event. So you can go get arcanes or any of the mist stuff, either just by straight up doing the Parita Rebellion or by doing these alerts. And if you do the alerts on Steel Path, you get 30. If you do them on the regular path, you get 20.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
For the faith!
Yeah, the whole Descendia thing in total really doesn't take that long. I mean, you can drag it out if you're not doing the objective, but most floors only take like less than 30 seconds.
For you, peace. To perdition.
Tower online.
Fortunate soul.
Yeah, tower lost because there's like 1,000,001 enemies that decided to swarm my freaking tower.
We are dominating. Keep it up. The enemy have captured a tower.
Drop dead.
We have control of all 4 towers. We have lost control of a tower.
D could easily make bank by simply unlocking the monetization of the Tectolus artifact pack, but they didn't. They must have made so much money already.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. You have captured a radio tower.
I think they still want people to be playing their game and not just having every option under the sun to just pay for it.
Tower lost.
Killed my phone.
This tower is ours now.
Arm yourselves in faith! While I breathe, heresy suffocates.
We have lost control of a tower.
Try to keep that from happening. Okay.
Those who bear steel in my name shall be crowned with holy gold.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now. The enemy have captured a tower. tower. You must recapture it.
I'm over here trying to help.
You have captured a radio tower. Tower lost. We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
To arms, mes braves!
I appreciate that they changed the moats. With the deluxe skin, with the Marie skin. It is pretty. I'm getting so many ribbons levers.
Try and capture another signal. Be careful.
Almost feels
though.
like D
The
feeling
enemy
guilty on
has
how
surely
easily they
rallied
can squeeze
stronger
pennies out of their
reinforcements.
community. I know, and even after just raising $312,000 for charity.
This tower is ours now. We are in total control. Keep fighting. The enemy have captured a tower.
That was fast.
We have control of
Time
all
will be
4
more
towers.
accessible, like any old content. Old pieces till the honeymoon phase.
We have lost control of a tower.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that they're supposed to be more endgame-like. So it would make sense, at least for a long time, for them to keep it hard to get.
A kiss of peace on the eyes of the dying!
Tower lost. Tower online.
Grace be our shield!
Now, there's so many XMS everywhere! Ow.
He wants me saved!
The enemy have captured a tower. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
We are attacked!
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
I do what I must.
I feel like everybody's a freaking XMS in this.
Of the tower.
Good morning, Christopher.
We have lost control of the tower. Tower lost. This tower is ours now.
My idea is the old dev team. It's
captured
not
a
hard to
tower.
see them including more future Pepita modes or even adding to the Descendi reward table.
Tower online.
Rien! Depart in peace.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Oh, Mère Supérieure. You trained me for sweeter things.
So many Maximus.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. You have captured a Romeo
Two so far, Edric.
Tower lost. We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
The unclean are upon us! Allons-y!
Very good.
Can you blame her, Allie? I'm taking my time, no need to rush. I have a good amount of focus for each school, so once you get the new strike, you can level them up quickly. Don't forget, people, that this is sponsored for the next 17 and a half minutes. Marty Supreme is in theaters everywhere. Christmas Day. You technically buy your tickets now. It was written, directed by Josh Safdie. They also did Uncut Gems, Good Time. It's starring Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler the Creator, Odessa Azion. I think I'm pronouncing that one's last name okay. You might not realize that something like a ping pong movie could actually have thrill ride blending action, comedy, drama, and romance, but yeah, it seems to. Yeah, there's been quite a few sponsorships that I've just been scooping up, Edric, back to back through Twitch itself, so yeah. Looks like it has so much stuff. Very cool. Thank you for keeping my channel alive. You're welcome. I'm doing my best. At this rate, I should be okay to live through March. As of right now.
These foes deserve your
as long as nothing
Honor
goes
them
crazy.
with quick deaths, and with your victory.
I'm like most of the way to being able to afford March's rent.
They have just shut down all systems.
But yeah,
I'm sending life support
pretty good.
capsules your way.
I have enough now to cover January 1st and February 1st with some breathing room for March.
It is the will.
Feeding March is expensive, Edric. Hello, Freight. It's nice to meet you. I wonder if they plan to change the Captura thing, Kayan.
Life support on the way.
Soul guide you.
Yeah, I don't see why they would
Activating it will buy you more time.
keep that from the Captura people. Braid, thank you so much for the follow. Captura people sounds like a new race. Just know what I meant. I just meant, you know, those who do the Captura. Though sometimes they do feel like an entirely different race when they,
This violence.
or species sometimes. Some of the amazing work that the Captura individuals can do, I'm just like, yeah, you and I are not the same type of people.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
This little wren has the claws of the hawk. Your light has been seen.
Oh, because that's totally the same thing, Edric. Ian's a visual artist. Captura people are also artists. No, I was teasing. Being like, but Mexican and Filipino is the same thing. Edric, do you know what a sorry is? I was watching a video earlier today, and this little girl was so cute. And the mom just kept asking her if she would have all the popsicles in the world, or if she'd rather go to the sorry.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
And then she was like, do you want to go to Disneyland or the sorry? And like, she just kept saying the sorry. No, S-A-R-I City. Apparently it's like a little convenience store.
One with the beyond.
Hey Kaya, and I've been mistaken for someone who enjoys being outside in the sun and not turning into a crisp.
Conquer yourself.
Sorry is soup, more familiar as a place per se that has quality Filipino goodies and other stuff, like a mall of sorts. I was literally out to dinner with Joe and his boss and his boss's wife the other day, and they were like, oh yeah, do you guys have any like parties or anything like that you plan to go to? And we both looked at them like, we don't go out to do things. I thought it was so funny because both of us just looked so confused staring at the two of them being like, homebodies. What do people not understand about the fact that like we don't really go out? I have my conventions, but that's about it. Well, no, they don't understand. It's funny because like they don't understand homebodies to the point where like they've gone to 2 different Christmas parties, one of them being pajama themed and the other one had like some other theme to it. And I'm like, just one of those is tiring enough for like a whole month for me. I would have to be like excited and planning for the one thing. So I'm like, we don't go out. Kara, stop. That question of the boss mostly means something else. No, it does not. City, him and his wife were literally asking if we were going out to a party or doing something fun before the holidays. So don't try to make it weird. It's not weird. It was like a genuine question. Because his boss and his boss's wife. City, don't make it weird. I'm going to be deleting your messages. It's not like that. They were having a genuine question. Now, this section is sponsored, so I'm not going to say words out loud, but I'm going to have you stop and stop right now. Extroverts don't understand introverts. You're just joking, but I had already asked you to stop. Don't worry. We won't mean and say anything. Like when Kara goes out in the sun, she has to put on shades. It's nice to know they want to know you better. Yeah, his boss is a really nice guy. And I've met his boss's wife a couple of times too, and they're really nice. And they specifically made sure to invite me, like face to face, to the Christmas party rather than just through Joe. which I thought was really nice because they're throwing a little like Christmas Eve party thing at their house like they did last year. And he made sure to like ask me directly, which I thought was really nice. And then I did offer to help because they're going to be a little bit short on people for the day after Christmas. And so I told Joe I wouldn't mind helping, you know, just getting slid a couple of bucks under the table. I didn't say that, tax people. You didn't hear me. I made nothing. But yeah, so it's nice to be able to help and do that kind of thing. So I'm going to be helping clean one of the places that they're going to be cleaning on Friday. Just so that they can get out of there at like a reasonable time. I have no idea what I'm being offered. I know what Joe makes, but like I have no idea. I just was like, sure, I'll help. I don't even care if he pays me like minimum or even below, because I'm just there for the day. But it's like, sure, I'll help. I don't mind. The tax people are here? No, I'm just covering my butt for later. You've been mistaken for Portuguese. Ooh, I'm part Portuguese. I'm like 11%, which I know is not a lot, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. It's from my mom's side. They're mistaken for Muslim when you say that you're French, the Algerian origin, and surprising them eating bacon. Nobody can prevent you from eating sacred bacon. I mean, Christopher, you already aren't allowed to have chocolate or, Coca-Cola, so I think since chocolate and Coke are off the table, you should be allowed to have bacon. Your coworker did kind of the same thing to you today. It's funny hearing how normies explain to another normie what you do outside of work. She tried to explain what I did as my night job up till 3 playing video games and getting paid / sponsors. Yeah, I had to explain it to people recently who, who was I explaining it to? So, I had a rheumatologist appointment. He definitely saw the hypermobility, and he put me on some muscle relaxers and some anti-inflammatories, and I don't know if either of those had been causing the cough, so I've stopped them over the last few days to try to get rid of whatever the heck this is. And then I'll reintroduce them and see if anything triggers again. But we had gotten on the topic of this being my job, and he had so many questions. I think my appointment went in like an extra 15 minutes because he was just like, huh, how does that work? So like what it, and then and I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I am very lucky I get to sit in front of my computer whenever I decide to come on and just chit chat with people, and my bills somehow get paid. So yeah, took you 15 minutes to clear the first floor since you didn't bring any armor strip. When you got to the second floor, you immediately got destroyed since you were Harrow with versus Eximus only. Yeah, all hail bacon. Precisely. You're allergic to the colorant, which makes the Coca-Cola black. I wonder if they have one that they don't use the colorant in. Get mistaken for some Arabian person even though you're 100% Portuguese. I'm like 11% Portuguese, but you can't tell by looking at me. I just look Irish. Or European, because I'm 50% Irish and British, but I know a lot of it is Irish because my dad's dad, who I recently found out through my uncle was actually born in Canada when they were on their way from Ireland to the US. So I was told at one point that he was born in Ireland, but I think that was a lie. My grandfather's parents were born in Ireland, but that he was born in Canada? I don't know. But yeah, it's my dad's side that makes me very Irish. It was like 58%. Yeah. 'Cause, 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 Jeez, that trick. Just missing classic cola. Does that trouble you? Tried and not liked. Precisely my throat didn't. I mean, that's not your fault. You know what I've been able to do recently, and I don't know if that's also why I'm coughing. But I've actually had eggs like 5 or 6 times in the last couple of weeks. Because I've been on my allergy pills. I didn't get the stomach pains from him, but I have no idea if that actually has been causing a cough. So I'm not gonna have any more until I figure that out. I think it's just a fluke. Too many things changed all at once. And my body's just like, nope, we're out. But yeah, I actually had eggs a few times. It was so good. I did scrambled eggs with like a 3 cheese blend, Mexican cheese, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and honestly, delicious. Too many change, stop that. Yeah, my body doesn't know what to do when too many things change, so. But yeah, so that's the end of the main chunk of the sponsorship. I'm also going to go show the trailer off again now, because we have... okay, I have this up. Let me start this. Okay, so this section is also... It's just you, Halo. I'm not muted. This section is also sponsored by A24 with the movie Marty Supreme. It has the cast and director of Josh Safdie. It's an intense, action-packed, high-stakes plot that involves ping pong. There's a Zoom call promo video, and there's also like a jacket thing that they did that's a combination. And so, yeah, I'm about to show you the trailer. It stars Timothée Chalamet. Honestly, he doesn't even really look like him with the way that they did this, so that's pretty neat. Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler the Creator, and Odessa Azion? Azion. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm really bad with names. Okay, trailer time.
I have a purpose.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
Do you have a job?
No.
Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Maybe it should.
There's no turning back.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need help? I could help you.
You want to go hustling again? Put your money where your mouth is.
176, 177, 178. The mouse is back, baby. Yeah! Welcome to your life.
Mari, I can't support your mother for the
You're not gonna have to. Because I'm gonna step up.
Step up
I'm gonna
how?
step up in a way you can't even imagine.
Marty, I'm gonna make you an offer.
I gotta do it completely on my own.
It's every man for himself where I come from. That's just how I grew up.
Hey, what are you doing?
It comes out on
I don't
Christmas
think you
Day.
understand the stakes here. You find that funny?
I get nervous laughter sometimes.
Are my eyes broke or is that mouse, baby?
Thank you so much.
Be my pop. We believe in you.
Hey, I'll rip that unibrow right off his forehead! You wanna get physical? Like an ape? Come on, he's right here!
Have you ever thought about what you're doing to me?
Give us our money! When they do, I'll be right behind you. Everybody wants to rule.
And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
You think it's that simple?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody wants to rule.
Oh, this is my part. This is my part.
So, as it says, it is coming out on Christmas Day. You can actually get your tickets now if you are interested. As you can tell from that trailer, it is a wild, fun, and entertaining ride, unlike anything else that you'll see, according to my notes here. It is a high-stakes thrill ride blending action, comedy, drama, and romance. You'd watch it. Seems like a fun movie. Honestly, it kind of does. Oh yeah. So that's a thing. And then if you give me a second. We also had the jacket drop. So there is an orange blimp and a Marty Supreme jacket. And I will pull up. Ta-da! So yeah. Romance, that's not real. Romance is real. Boris the Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Marty Supreme, people. It's out Christmas Day. In regular movies that aren't superhero ones, yeah. Superhero movies are fun, though. But yeah, so, Marty Supreme, people. Wow. And that's the end of the sponsorship. Definitely Thunderbolt, Superman, F4 First Steps are fun movies. Might be your favorite movies in a long time. Sounds like you're advertising pizza and not a movie. There. I'm not sure if it is, Cayenne. But it looks pretty good. From pretty nice games on your page. Thank you. PUBG was for a previous sponsorship. Joe and I beat this one the other day. We're still in the midst of playing Dying Light. I do play Sea of Thieves with Joe and his nephew fairly often. Monster Hunter Wilds is just fun. I still haven't beaten Fantasy Life. Well, technically I beat, like, the main story, but I want to go back and do a lot of the other side stuff. Helldivers 2 is always fun. And there's some more of the play history. Party Animals always gets played by my nephews whenever they're over, but it's just not on this. They don't play off of this machine. They play off the one that's in the living room. Borderlands 4 has some... Hold on. Has some, like, 12 days of Christmas stuff going on right now. So there's a bunch of shift codes going around. I do have some exclusive ones, too, in my back pocket. Play, like, half of them. Yeah, I'm not usually a PUBG person, but there was a sponsorship, so... yeah. Fantasy Life is calling to you, know it to be true. I do like that game a lot. Just for to see you play Mass Effect. Yes, she's never played it, chat. Isn't that sad, says Christopher. Technically, you can pay me to play it. I do give that as an option. But no, I have never played them. You know what's even sadder? You know what's even more sad than that? I've never played Portal. And I love puzzle games. And I feel like that one always kind of shocks people that I haven't played any of the Portal games. Despite the fact that I genuinely enjoy puzzles. One of your friends is constantly begging you to get on Helldivers. You have Mass Effect installed and ready for whenever they home want the free time. Can't play Portal because it gives you motion sickness. You love puzzles? I love puzzles. The Escape Simulator 2 game actually has a Christmas puzzle map for free out right now. I like Escape Simulator. They have been nice enough to literally give me a copy of everything that's come out. I haven't put a single penny into that game, and I do kind of feel bad because I do love it, but yeah. They've been nice enough. They're like, hey, another DLC. Do you want it? I was like, yes, yes, please. But yeah, I love puzzle games. Specifically, cooperative puzzles are my favorite. I like when it's, you know, forced cooperative stuff, like the We Are Here series, or some of the puzzles that are in, like, It Takes Two, and those kinds of games, and Split Fiction. There's another one that's kind of on my radar right now. Out of Words, I think it's called. Pretty sure that's the name of it. It's a claymation style where you're playing as a boy and a girl that, like, have no mouth. And it is a cooperative puzzle game. So that one is on my radar. They showed it off at the Game Awards. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Out of Words.
You? What were your names again? Well, I can't call you and can I? I shall give you names. Namey, name or namey? Yes, Naomi! And you, Bag Boy. Yes, children, I have a feeling. It's a feeling of destiny. Follow me, Naomi and Bag Boy. Destiny awaits!
So, that one's been on my mind. It's like a game for you. I'm pumped. And it's cooperative. You like forced co-op. Let's drag you into Eidolon hunts, kicking and screaming. No, that's not what I mean. Hi, Commander Topher. And this stream is my favorite of the Citadel. You have 400,000 fish flakes. Where's the unsub button? Bag Boy is goated, you can tell already. You guys co-op Eidolon hunts, says Joms. I know I mentioned it a few times earlier today, but in about 12-ish hours, maybe closer to 15, I'm going to be starting stream again. 14, not 15. Because from 7 p.m. Eastern Time until 3 in the morning on December 24th, I will be on the Twitch front page. I got offered the chance to sign up, and that's the slot I was like trying for because I figured other people weren't going to want it. So I'm going to be on the Twitch front page carousel thing for about 8 hours later today. That sounds like a pretty good slot. Yeah. It's very exciting. Good exposure. Yes. Just a question, if someone wanted to gift you Mass Effect, would you prefer it on Steam or on Xbox or on another platform? Genuine curiosity. Xbox is easier for me for pretty much everything because then I don't have to worry about the processing power of the game slowing down my avatar or anything else. So. Technically Xbox, but yeah. Exactly, Allie. That's why I prefer that. This is one of the reasons why I would like to eventually invest in something like the Steam Machine. I know Halo is planning to build me a PC and stuff like that, which, you know, I greatly appreciate. But either in the meantime or instead of, so he can sell that, I want to do like a Steam Machine kind of idea so that I can have a dual PC setup the way that I do with my Xbox. So the Steam Machine should be able to just be used through my Elgato capture card. And so that I would be able to have the whole concept of a dual PC setup without having to worry about it. I'll need to see when I can fly over there and take it with me. I still can't believe you've built one. Part of me doesn't believe that it is done because that's an expensive present. Vegetable Tear will delete this one. You love the idea of it. Steam Machine seems perfect for console gamers who want to play PC stuff. As long as... Sounds like Goltair's just abusing his power, Joms. What do you mean, Goltair? It sounds like you were just abusing your power. As long as the Steam Machine is like $800 or less, I could see it being a really powerful investment. Some people ask you to delete messages in another chat, but you don't because you find it funny. Well, I'll confess. Jom says, bet you Goltair will delete this one, and I wanted to prove him wrong, but also be funny, and I deleted it. Mother abuse? Like streamer, like chat. I got a stray, says Halo. Yeah. I was not abused. When I was one, sure. If you say so. Halo, stop timing people out. Okay. Naya. There is no abuse in Kira's chat. There is no abuse. Bossing say. It was called abusive. That was retaliation. Bad that I heard the snicker when Kira deleted the message before the actual snicker. Yeah, you knew I was gonna do it. You spent too much time here. Just because I'm a pleb now, he's taking the opportunity to have revenge. I mean, you did put yourself in that position. Yeah, there's no more bossing say. Dang it, Kira. Must not be easy having to play on Xbox One because of your avatar. I mean, I use controller and I kind of prefer it anyway. Like, it literally doesn't make a difference that it's on my Xbox. But yeah, it is frustrating, that I'm limited on PC with my avatar / streaming. Like, my computer is strong enough to run games perfectly fine by themselves. The problem is the fact that I have, like, a bunch of other programs open at the same time, and especially OBS and my avatar programs, you know, they take up a lot of computer power, so. I have a Series X. I wasn't gonna bother with the S. I have an Xbox One S, which is what I originally was streaming with. But that's in the living room now, so it gets used by the kids and stuff when they're over. But yeah, I have my Series X in here. Xbox Twitter. Just delete all messages that are evidence of abuse. At least you have a more powerful one. I mean, I really don't notice a difference. If a game comes on the Xbox, then it plays fine. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, but everything plays better on PC and you can jack up the graphics. And I'm like, my brain can't keep up with the difference in graphics between an Xbox and a PC. I'm also getting very tired, and I know the clock says I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes, but that's a bold-faced lie. As I started streaming... five and a half hours ago. So that 2 hours and 40 minutes is a lie. It's been 5.5 hours. Technically, I should do a Marvel Rivals sponsorship. But if I get on early enough, I can do that later today. If not, I can run that on the 26th. Kind of too tired to do it today. And I need to be good for tomorrow, or later today, I should say, because that stream's gonna be like 10 hours. Let me hold your hand. This Rogue, of course. Yeah, Halo, if you want to help me out, it would just be... If you wanted to be able to talk to me, that's fine, but you wouldn't be able to talk through stream just because there's a lot of nuances to like what can and can't be said during sponsorships. Like sometimes even talking about a game that's similar to it can be... It can nullify stuff, so... Wow, is Aaron over here with the jokes? Yeah, I think I should go. My brain's still kind of shutting down on me. But yeah, I would try to push a little bit more, but like I said, it's gonna be 10-ish hours because I'm gonna try to get on a little bit before, and then tomorrow I'm just gonna stream until people leave me. Wait a sec. Wait, what do you mean, wait a sec? If you're trying to buy me a game that does not guarantee whether I will play it... Christopher. Trying to find Mass Effect on Xbox, but damn, out of stock everywhere. Out of stock. Looks like I can play the older ones because they're on EA Play. I think I can even play Andromeda. No, it's the only one I don't think I can play. This one's on Game Pass. So look at that, you don't even need to buy it. The only one I don't have immediate access to is Andromeda. All the other ones are part of Game Pass stuff. Legendary Edition as well, 3 with up-to-date graphics. It's a remaster. This one? You have them on Game Pass? Yeah. Yep. I can just install it right now if I wanted to. That's funny, Edric. Andromeda's worst one. Just play some combo of 1, 2, and 3. When you try it, you get stuck with it. If you say so. I don't know who to raid. Yeah, I read a lot. I'm thinking maybe make a new friend. I was originally thinking staying in the Warframe category. I know someone, but they need to start up their stream first. Just kidding. Kira and Ida look so oh, it's because I'm staring up at my other monitor. I have a resting bitch face and it comes through the avatar. Travel in the Milky Way, saving different people, becoming space Jesus. Getting labeled almost everything. What the heck? Oh, that's good to hear, Chill Spree. Alright, let's go make a new friend. We have the last seahorse. They look pretty nice. Stomach telling he is too old for this shit. Alright, people. Like I said, Twitch front page later, which means I might do some more giveaways. Might be more chaos on the stream. But that does mean I need to sleep. Because I really want the cough and the hoarseness of my voice to go away completely. Would be nice. So, for it to happen, I must rest. Plus, I have a little bit more Christmas stuff to get done during the day. So, but the actual front page runs from 7 p.m. until 3 a.m. So I obviously have to or want to be online before that. So it'll be a fairly early stream. I already have some food prepped, so I don't have to make anything. But yeah. Good night, people. Goodbye, people. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. And yes, happy holidays in advance if I don't see you guys, because tonight's stream is the last time I'm streaming until the 26th. So I'm going to take the 24th and the 25th off. Good night, people, but I will see you later today for like 10 hours, give or take. Bye.